I want to thank everybody for tuning back in. We're going to talk about what's coming up next year. Stay with me. So first things first, I hope everybody had a great Christmas, and I hope your New Year's is great. Today is December the 30th, I believe. Tomorrow's the last day of December. It's New Year's Eve. But listen, I want to thank all of our subscribers. I want to thank all of those of you who have watched our channel. I want to thank you for coming out and going along with us as we went through last year. This year, as the new year approaches, the 2025 year approaches, we've got some things that need to be taken care of. Some things we've been waiting to do, and I want to bring you along for the ride on those things. I hope you tune back into the channel. We're going to have more tractor stuff to do, more tractor reviews to do, and so forth. I want to show you right now, though, an area that most of you have seen before on on some of last year's videos. This area right here, you may remember this area. We went in here and we ripped it, okay? And we keep talking about we're going to run a plow through this. We're going to run that moldboard through it. Well, we started to run the moldboard through it right here. Matter of fact, you can still see we haven't had enough rain to cause any grass, but we started running moldboard through it, and the grass had grown, and the weeds were in here, and I had not shredded any of this down, and I tried to moldboard it without shredding it. It just stopped up, so we stopped. Well, we got this shredded. Things led to another, and hay season started, and guess what? We never got this done. So this year we hope to get in here and get this moldboarded under. We killed most of the mesquite out of here by ripping it the way we did, and I am so happy to see that. The mesquite, we're just taking this over. I'm going to go show you a couple other areas that some of you have asked about. We're going to go look at those areas here in just a few minutes. I'm going to show you what it looks like, tell you what we're going to have to do. We did not spray last year, but we were able to control it temporarily, and I'm going to bring you along for the ride on that this year, and hopefully we can show you some changes that are going to happen throughout this year. I hope you enjoy those videos. Those are coming up. We got fence lines to clear, we got fences to fix. And I tell you what, work just never ends. I've got cows to move over to one of my leases, and they're coming off of here. It's not very many of them, but we're taking some over there. Hope to get all that done. We may have some pens to build. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting time. The other location was an area that we had mulched, and maybe many of you remember that. So let's go look at it. When they were chipping this up, this is a small piece that they chipped up. Now here's the problem with this piece. This stuff, is coming back there. You can see them. You can see them right there. It's all over the place out here. I think they did the mulching on this about 1.5 years ago. So this is not just going to plow under very easy. So ripping it may take a little bit. Let's go over to a field that I've been asked about, how it's doing. Now it's been a little while since I've actually taken you into this. You can see all the mulching that went on in here. Again, this was all done about 1.5 years or so ago. So the thing about it is that only thing I've done to this is keep it under control. As any plants start to grow, I started cutting them down and keeping it under. This field right here is going to be difficult because the trees that or the mesquite trees that were in this field were fairly large. Several of them were about this size, which you can see that's a 10-inch base on that thing, every bit of 10 inches. And there was some smaller stuff in here too, but that means the root system on this is just huge. So one of the things that we're going to try to do in 2025 is probably come in here, and I'm going to set the rippers down and see if I can rip about 8 inches into the ground and see if I can grab some of the root and pull some of it out, and then we'll go a little deeper. But I don't think I can go more than 8 inches. That I'm not going to be able to have enough traction to pull on this stuff. So we'll see what happens, and we'll bring you along for the ride on that. That kind of gives you an idea where we are on some of this stuff. And this is another small field. It's just so we had it mulched and to kill the mesquites out of it or try to help get control of it. Remember, I couldn't walk through that. We couldn't walk through this. This was so thick that we couldn't walk through it. So we're going to get in here this next 2025. We're going to go in here, and we're going to try to show you the footage of that. We're going to go ahead and put the ripper through this section. That's going to be interesting because there are some roots in here, and those roots are pretty stout. I mean, there's some big roots in here. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it, to be honest with you. We may have to wait a few more years and let some of this rot a little bit more. Hopefully get some control on it. One thing I will tell you is it didn't produce a very good summer grass. There wasn't much native grass in here, but it does produce a decent amount of winter grass, and that's pretty exciting. So it's actually greening up right now. Here we are again, like I said, December the 30th or 30th. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve. So it's hard to believe a year's gone by. It's hard to believe that we've had, it's amazing how much stuff we've done in a year. But look, I always appreciate that you guys have tuned in and watched our channel. Continue to subscribe, continue to watch our channel. We appreciate it. Give us those thumbs up. Hey, and if you've got other ideas of how to keep control of this mesquite, throw it in the comments. I know that I can spray it. I know that I can put a bulldozer in here and rip it. I don't have the money to do some of that stuff. Spraying is one of the things I am doing, but bulldozing, it's not going to happen. Okay, we don't have that. We don't have the extra cash flow for that, so we're not going to be able to do that. But we can get some control on it. Look at the field over here on the other side that I showed you just earlier, and how much that has changed that just by ripping it with the ripper. We're going to keep going and pushing on it and trying to get some major control of the mesquite and keep them out. That's just a quick update on what's going on. There's a lot of little things that need to go on this year. I've got the wooded area down here that I need to put some fencing in. Want to get the goats down in there. Want to get the cows off the place that are here, move them over to another place. Need to do a lot of that kind of stuff, and then get the goats down in the wooded areas, let them clean that up a little bit. So some of the other things that we have going on that are going to be coming up before long, I've got the 300-hour review to do on the LS tractor. I have the 300-hour service that we're going to do on it. This Polaris that I'm sitting on needs service. We're going to show you how to do the service on it, and that's just a little bit of what's going on. I want to wish everybody a happy new year, and I hope that you have a very prosperous and good year next year. Until next time though, thanks.